Why do you even read the book instead of watching the film? Greetings to you all. My name is Tuna Yel. This is my second year at Middle East Technical University and I'm studying mechanical engineering. In this presentation, I will discuss two benefits of reading books. Firstly, I will talk about the benefit of books on brain development. And secondly, I'll talk about the benefit of books on empathy. So let's start with the concept of reading a book. The concept of reading a book has changed its meaning over time. While books used to be a source of information in the past, nowadays reading a lot of books doesn't mean that being very knowledgeable. Data is now easy to access. Today, books are used to spend more enjoyable time. But books provide more than knowledge or joy. It is not just about increasing your vocabulary or reading skills. According to science, it improves your intelligence. On this point, it would be appropriate to mention Dan Hurley's article, Can Reading Make You Smarter? According to article, reading books develops brain under three main headings: crystallized intelligence, fluid intelligence, and empathy. Well, I want to consider empathy in the second part of the presentation, like I showed you in the outline, because when I searched the effect of books on empathy, I found very interesting two articles with different results. So let's start with the first heading, crystallized intelligence. Crystallized intelligence means the accumulation of knowledge and skills acquired throughout life. Basically, everything you have learned is your crystallized intelligence, just like learning to ride a bike. And according to Hurley, reading books shows us the things that we will never imagine, which makes us experience events we have never experienced before. By expanding our horizons, books teach us so much about life. In here, I want to make a quote from a writer, Dr. Seuss. He says, the more that you read, the more things you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you will go. And that is, the more you will have crystallized intelligence. Okay, the second heading is fluid intelligence. Fluid intelligence enables abstract thinking and solving problems by reasoning, meaning if your problem solving skills are high, your fluid intelligence is also high. Contrary to popular belief, reading book is not an easy activity for the brain. According to Opong, our brain changes and develops while reading. As you read the sentence, your brain decodes a series of symbols, which is the alphabet, and transforms the results into complex ideas. Think of the reading book as an exercise for the brain, an exercise that improves understanding and reasoning of complex ideas. Okay, the second part, the benefit of books on empathy. Empathy plays a huge role in our daily life. It makes it easier for people to understand each other and provides healthier communication. It is a required skill for everyone. So, the first study that I want to mention is Leading Literary Fiction Improves Theory of Mind by David Kidd and Emmanuel Castano. In the experiment, participants fall into four groups: literary fiction readers, popular fiction readers, non-fiction readers, and those who never read books. Okay, in the experiment, participants were shown photographs of people and asked about the people's emotions in the photographs to understand their empathy levels. This is a bar graph from the research. It shows the empathy levels of the groups. And the vertical axis on the left shows the accurate answers in percentages given by the groups. And the horizontal axis shows the groups. According to article, the best empathy skill is literary fiction reader groups. And it is followed by popular fiction readers, non-fiction readers, and people who don't read books. As a result, it is clear that reading books, especially reading literary fiction books, improves your empathy. And the second study that I want to mention is, does a single session of reading literary fiction prime enhanced mentalizing performance by Tops and Coley. And this experiment is based on reading a single session of book. So, in the experiment, participants were randomly selected. And some of the participants read different types of books just before the analysis, and others did not read any books. Similar to the first experiment, the participants were shown photographs of people, and they described the feelings of the people in the photographs. and the results turned out to be independent from reading books. There was no generalized difference between the groups. So, what can we deduce from these two studies? What is the difference? People in the research one were people who read books regularly. So, the difference is time and consistency. It is obvious actually. We do not expect to have a muscular body by doing sports for 1 week, and we cannot expect to improve by reading only one book. Improving yourself with books requires years. You will not even notice that you are improving, but when you look back, you will see a huge difference. To, to sum up the presentation, reading books increases crystallized intelligence. That is, it increases your knowledge. Another effect of reading books is that it increases fluid intelligence. It improves your problem solving skills. And finally, it increases your empathy, especially reading literary fiction. And besides all of this, there are many benefits of reading books that I haven't mentioned. So you might want to reconsider the sentence that I used in the beginning. Why do you even read a book instead of just watching the film? And thanks for listening. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. And these are my references. Thank you.